Welcome home, family. So today I'm going to talk about celery. Now, everyone's been talking about this celery juice, how good it is for you. First, let me check in with you. How have you been doing since we've been quarantined? I'm going to repeat something that I heard all my life, so it sounds very normal to me, but I'm going to say it out to you, so it's probably sound a little different from you. But have you washed your tail? My grandma used to say that all the time. My grandma Cornelia, she'd be like, "Girl, you look good. Look like you washed your tail." So that sounds normal to me. When people say, "Oh, well, yeah, I did this, I did that," and then the second thing, I always say, "Did you wash your tail?" I know, it's like right to the point. Now, I have my other granny. Let me go on that. You know I got to go on a tangent before I start this thing. The other granny used to say, "Have you washed your ass?" I said "rass." I didn't say, but she used to say that. She said it's so proper too, because we're sitting in the house all day. So, I've just been speaking to people, and some people are stating that, well, I wash like every 2 days, 3 days, and I'm looking at them like, you mean to tell me, so you sitting in the house all day, you don't think you need to wash every day? And one person declared they don't sweat, they don't this, but the only ones I feel can get away with that is someone who is very sickly, bedridden, and a baby. But if you're up and down and all around your house, even if you're just in the house, you're gonna get some sweat on different parts of your body. Your butt crack, everything's gonna smell. It's gonna be a scent of hints of beauty. And it's not pleasant either. So the only way, which I'm just gonna keep that to myself about who I spoke to about that, the only way they don't realize that they're smelling is because they live by themselves. But if you have people around you, you need to wash and shower daily if you're staying in the house. So make sure you wash your tail. Okay, now let's get started on this celery juice. Okay. Now, I am not going to even sugarcoat this because celery juice is not that tasty. I'm not going to add anything. I'm just going to take this like a G, and I'm going to just drink this celery straight. I'm not going to add no apples, no lemons, no nothing, no strawberry. I'm just going to take it straight. So I'm just telling you right now, this does not taste good if you have never had celery juice. However, when my skin was just giving me a lot of trials and tribulations. Like, I've always had sensitive skin, but it seems like the older I've gotten, it just got more intense. Thank God I'm healed now because, I had to dramatically change my diet, my way of eating, and how I prepare my food now. And different things that I cook with was triggering the inflammation in my body. So one of the things that I started using when I researched to help, just calm my skin down was celery. So I was drinking the celery juice because it's a natural diuretic. It's going to flush and detoxify your body. But since we're sitting in this house and just eating, you might as well get some little fresh things in there because it also helps you sleep really good at night. Even though it's going to flush your system, now you are going to go to the bathroom a lot. For me, it makes your bladder just go. However, but to me, it was like a very, it wasn't like intense. It was just like more of a natural. And the only thing you're going to have to fight with yourself if you're not used to eating or drinking veggie things, grassy things, this celery is straight like that. Now, some people, I was on Instagram, one man said it tastes like foot water. I don't even know how he would know what foot water tastes like, but it was funny. I guess if somebody had bad feet, that's how he would associate that with celery juice. However, you have to just look in your mind and think how it's going to do your body good. And you see this is probably, I think this is probably like 4 ounces. So this is not really a full 8-ounce cup of celery juice. So, and then they also recommend you take it on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. No, I'm not going to do mine first thing in the morning. I don't do mine first thing in the morning. Sometimes I've done it, but like today I've already eaten breakfast, but I do mine in between. And I think that's what pressures us from not wanting to do health things, because some people, they have this strict regimen and it's like, you have to do it like this and you have to eat this and you have to eat that. And really, God has provided so many fruits and vegetables. If you don't like this one, then there's another one that can still give you some good health benefits. And then I would say, do stuff that's on your terms. Don't always confine yourself to someone else's regimen, because this person, they may get up in the morning supercharged and they're ready to exercise and they're going to do this and that and the other. Maybe that's their high peak level, but your high peak level may be close to the end of the day. Some people work out better at the end of the day, so everybody can't get up first thing in the morning and start doing everything, exercise and eating healthy. Some people do their things in the evening. So there's nothing wrong with that. So the main and the most important fact is that you just get the healthy stuff in your body. Just get it in there. So I always tell people, go by your regimen, something that's going to work for you. Now let me read you some good health benefits of celery juice. So it encourages you to want to actually drink it. All right, so you want to get, this helps you with lowering your cholesterol. It heals the digestive tract, strengthens the bones, nourishes the nervous system, protects your heart, kills viruses and bacteria, dissolves calcium deposit, it alkalizes the body. That's what I personally used it for, alkalizing the body. It's an anti-inflammatory. Antioxidants fight for cancer, to fight off cancer. And then it dissolves calcium deposits. So now with this celery juice, if you don't like like I said, I'm taking mine plain, but you can add stuff to it. But the benefits of when you're juicing, I do know that people who have told me when they juice, you have to, it's best to drink it like the juice because of the active enzymes and things that's in the juice, to drink it right away instead of just letting it sit out. Because you want to get all those healthy things and ingredients that it's going to offer you like right away. You want to put that right into your system. You don't want to wait and let it deoxidize, and it's just not good just letting it wait and sit. Now some juicing you can keep in the refrigerator for 3 days, but I do know celery is what you need to drink that like right away. Celery juice. Okay, now the other thing is you want to get the organic kind, the one that has no pesticides on it. That's a better choice. That's the only reason why we do organic. Now, I have this question too, because I sometimes argue with that. Now, my grandparents, they were vegetable growers and things, so they didn't spray pesticides and things on their vegetation. However, how do you know if they're giving you organic stuff at the grocery store? You just have to really trust, because you really don't know, because they can make it look pretty, put in an organic packet, but that's the best to get. And I know it costs a little more, however, it doesn't have those pesticides on it, so that'll be better for you. So let me stop all this yada yada and let's get started. And I'm going to take this celery juice. So see, I'm not only telling you to do it, I'm going to do it myself, okay? All right. So we're going to move this out. And it's going to be loud, so I'm not going to talk. Okay, so you saw I did 3 stalks of celery today. Now, my husband, he normally does, I say close to about a bunch. He does a bunch, but Let me tell you the side effects. You are going to, your little bladder's going to be like a little rag. Ring, ring. You're going to be going to the bathroom a lot. But you know what? I do notice that celery juice does help you sleep good. Even though you have to go to the bathroom a lot throughout the day, I do know that celery has a very calming nature to help you sleep. But let me stop talking. I'm going to drink this. See, I'm trying to practice in front of you. Look at that, y'all. That was perfect. That perfectly fit in my glass. And don't pressure yourself to like, you know, drink like 4 and 5, 8 ounces. I know some people go hard. I mean, you know, do you, okay? Do what's best for you. Let them do what's best for them. All right, bottoms up. Oh, it smells just like celery. I love cooking with celery. I am not favorite with drinking it. But anyway, I'm gonna drink it. It's not so bad. It's just, I mean, well, I'm used to it. I drink it, but I'm just, don't expect no fireworks, okay? Okay. I think that's 2 gulps down. All right, let me continue on. Be careful with drinking celery juice too. That's another reason why I don't drink it so quick in the morning when I have to rush off to work, because I felt a little dizziness. So you want to drink it a little slow. So take your time. This would taste so much better with an apple though.
Hold steady if you need to.
My cameraman is telling me to hold steady. Like, I know that because I already, if you drink this too fast, you get a little dizzy. Well, I do. So that's why I take my time. You know what? I'm gonna leave the rest of this for the cameraman because he needs to enjoy this health journey with me. So we're gonna hand this to him. Here, Mr. Cameraman. Bottoms up, bottoms up. We're in this together. Did you drink it all? Make sure you drink it all. Do, 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 do. Yay, he did it. He drank the rest. Oh, y'all got a little piece of celery in there. But I'm encouraging you to juice your celery. Oh, and if you don't have one of these little big old juicers, because I'm going to get a smaller one too, y'all, because this is cumbersome to wash this every day and clean, because that's why I don't do it every day. I do it like, you know, we do it like every other day or possibly once a week sometimes when we're rushing for work. We just do it on the weekend. You can use a blender. Like I have a Ninja blender and I just, you know, it's little pieces of it, but if you blend it up real fine, you know, you can still get the same benefits. I would recommend though to keep it a little bit more liquidy, to add some spring water to it or distilled water so it can be more lubricated. But because you know with the juicer, it's going to squeeze out the actual juice out of the vegetable. But if you don't want to invest in one of these, you can get something smaller. Just add some spring water or I personally like spring water. That's the only one I recommend is the spring water. I don't like the other waters. I don't like the purified one, the distilled one. The spring water is more, it's said to be more natural, more organic. So yeah, you can do that in a blender. Okay? Alrighty. Now, let's get our encouragement on. This one is titled A Window of Heaven. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. That's Jeremiah 29, verse 11. And then title reading, A Window of Heaven. May you pause today and look above your disappointments and frustrations. Do you see Jesus in this place? He is with you, for you, and will surely sustain you. He intends to strengthen your faith, sturdy your frame, and stir up a fresh passion for his name. He is stronger than your fears, greater than your hurts, and deeper than your insecurities. May Jesus open a window of heaven and give you a glimpse of who you are, because you are his. He sings over you, and in due time he will deliver you. May renewed perspective be yours today. That's exclamation point. So I love that. Y'all look at this picture. It's so peaceful and calm. That's one of my favorite places to visit is the ocean, because it's just like you can't believe that God created something so massive but so calming, and it's just beautiful to look at, especially on a sunny day. It's like the water is just sparkling like little diamonds is on it. But let's reiterate. He intends to strengthen your faith, sturdy your frame, and stir up a fresh passion for his name. He is stronger than your fears, greater than your hurts, and deeper than your insecurities. And what I like about that is how God pulls things out of you in such a time like we are in this life. What we're dealing with right now with being quarantined, he's pulling out different things that you didn't know that you could withstand, or things that you didn't think that you could do, and things that you said you was going to do. You said, oh, I don't have time. Now you have the time to do them. I mean, you have nothing but time. And I know it's very challenging for people who have children at home. You have to develop a relationship with them, because our routine daily has been you go your way, I go my way, we see each other at the end of the day. But now we're looking at each other all day, so that's going to teach us a level of patience that we didn't think we had. I know there's some parents, they're like pulling their hair out. They got to do this online work, and then they got to the kids act like they have bottomless pits. I have just been hearing all kind of stories, and God can sustain you through it all. And it may seem impossible, like, how are we going to deal with this? How are we going to make it? How am I going to see another day with this routine? But, if you look to him for peace and believe that he's going to bring you through, he actually does what he said he's going to do. And then you find yourself, since I've been off, I've been like, well, I have all this time to do this and that and the other. And my day does have a routine now. I'm used to my routine. Like, I do the recordings, and I may cook. I have to go out because my father-in-law, we're taking him on his medical journey. So I have to travel to another state to help him alongside with my husband. And, it's a sacrifice, but it's something that we put our mind to, and it's been forget us, he's the one that has the challenge, because it's his health that's involved, and he has such a good disposition. He is not a patient. Let me tell you, he is like, when he got his diagnosis that he had some detailed medical issues going on with his body, he didn't even, it didn't even bother him. Like, he was like, yeah, I heard him. Yeah, okay. So we're going to do this? Okay. And he's full of laughter, full of, just business as usual. So, and he have his good days and his bad days, but I do take encouragement on him dealing with something so serious that he has a sunny disposition overall. And that's a testimony to me, to just see that and to witness that. And so I thank God for his mindset in that way, because it encourages me, like, Lord, help me to appreciate my health. Help me, not that he didn't, but I'm just saying, help me to appreciate what I have. Help me to appreciate just the joy of having good health. The joy of being sick and not feeling well. Like you can always think in your life how sometime you have, went through some type of sickness and you just felt like, you just felt awful. You felt horrible. You felt like, and I've experienced like, Lord, am I ever going to be back to myself again? And, God, he comes in and then he doesn't tell you like a day and a time and a minute that you're going to feel better. But as the time went through or went on in that sickness, you started feeling better day by day by day. And then after a while, you just started feeling great. You're like, hey, and God, he didn't like text you. He didn't send you a text like, okay, 4:45 in the morning, you're going to start feeling better. The sickness is going to leave your body. So that's why we have to trust him. We have to, just like during this time of like, Lord, this is your time to say, well, Lord, what do I need to do? What do I just need to sit and listen to you giving me direction? Do I need to just be more peaceful? You have to go within yourself and you ask the Lord. And I know it's really like, some people are like, yeah, that's easier said, but how do I listen to the voice of God? He will talk to you. I was one of those people too. I was like, what am I going to say? What am I going to do? Then things come up and I'm ready to fight my own battle. And now I'm learning that you just have to rest in him. You really, really, it's so difficult to do because we want to do it our way. I want to do it my way. I don't want to rest. I want to figure out this problem. And see, God doesn't want us to do that. So I love that at the end of this reading, it says, May a renewed perspective be yours today. May new aspirations, may new dreams, may new hope, may new things. Like, I'm just praying that God have favor and blessings over all of us in a good way. Like, we appreciate what we have because there's some people that actually lost their lives. Some people lost their loved ones throughout this whole ordeal. And we are so blessed, think about it, you complaining. Well, I just got to sit in the house all day. Well, I don't have any money. I hear that a lot. And I do pray for people's finances because when I'm going shopping, just don't take it for granted. I'm praying that the Lord will bless them and bless their food pantries because they do have other people that are depending on them. And then there's some people living by themselves. And I just pray that the Lord would just take care of all of us. But I want to thank you for listening today. I have talked. And I do appreciate this time of you coming by. And remember, wash your tail. And you are always welcome home. Mwah. And I know we can't touch each other, but I'm hugging you. I'm giving you a hug. See, it's Sunday, so I'm giving you that hug. Goodbye.